Mid-American Energy. We are connectors,
protectors,
leaders,
job creators,
friends,
and neighbors,
and always at your service.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now, get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean-to-Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
By focusing only on meat and grocery, we can do those things to the best of our abilities.
No frills, no gimmicks. You're gonna get top quality meat, top quality produce, top quality customer service.
They always tell us, sell it as low as you can. Sell it as low as you possibly can.
And we work hard so we can keep those prices lower.
And that's what Fairway does to a lot of people. They take care of people.
I have one thing to accomplish, and it's that.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Slade's the place for you!
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Good morning and welcome to Extreme Arena in Quarterfinal, the home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Darn Danielson. In just a moment, we'll have a matchup between Iowa City Liberty and Urbandale. Andy Pollock is joining me here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. As we get started with a new tournament, not a new tournament, an old tournament and a new arena, Andy. So here in Quarterfinal this year, have been in Cedar Rapids for many years, but now here in Quarterfinal, it's always new and exciting to get into a new place, isn't it?
It sure is, and as you roll in this morning, you just notice, well, first of all, it's a beautiful day. That helps a bunch as you roll in, and certainly the city of Quarterfinal has rolled out the welcome mats here as we walk in, and everything looks brand new, figuring out what light switches do what, figuring out where to set everything up. I know Peter Tarpey, who runs our network, has been here for a couple days, getting all the cameras put in place as we do the multi-game shoot. So yeah, this arena is beautiful, and looking forward to seeing it showcased here today.
Well, let's talk about how these two teams got here today on the road to state. In 16 and 19, Urbandale is a Region 7 champion, defeated Cedar Falls. They're one of two sub-500 teams that qualify for state. And Lily Dykstra is their leader, and we'll talk about her 530 kills. But then for Iowa City Liberty, they're the Region 4 champion, defeated Cedar Rapids Prairie, 30.7 kills per set, 303 kill efficiency. Cassidy Hartman with 469 kills is second in 5A behind Dykstra. So we'll see the top two killers here in Coralville. And I saw Coach Bethke here prior to coming up, and she's saying, I wish we had played earlier than like we're playing now, because they did get off to a slow start. They had a lot of high expectations, and sometimes that, your team gets off to a slow start under those expectations.
And no doubt, and Lily Dykstra, as you see her coming back from a year ago, the Northern Iowa commit, it's been a good season for her, and you've seen what she's done, over 5 kills per set that she's been in. But Urbandale, we talked about at the beginning of the year, it's really a tale of two different teams. Urbandale, struggled to start. I think they were ranked 6th or 5th even to start the year, and just didn't live up to those expectations. But they were a team that everybody knew was dangerous all year long, and Coach Bethke has them playing their best volleyball of the year right now at the best time to do it.
And we'll talk about expectations with Liberty, too, coming up here, as they have a lot of them on being the top team and the focus on them. We'll take a break, though. When we come back, we'll talk about the team introduction, a little bit more about setting up these teams. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
protectors,
leaders,
job creators, friends,
and neighbors, and always at your service.
Fairway values family, and we treat our employees and our customers like their family.
If you're looking for a place to shop, our service is amazing.
We have put an emphasis on hiring good people.
One of the things that we talk about is just doing the right thing.
And that is so key to this day and age.
Fairway just isn't about selling groceries. It's about taking care of people.
That, to me, is the best thing we can do at Fairway.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean to Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
At the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Iowa City Liberty Lightning come in here in 5A, top seeded team, and they take on the Urbandale Jayhawks. the number 8 seed. The rest of the on the other court is number 4 Dowling taking on number 5 Ankeny Centennial. The rest of the 4A field is number 2 Ankeny against number 7 West Des Moines Valley, number 3 Pleasant Valley, and number 6 Waukee Northwest. One of the things fans will notice when they come in is in Cedar Rapids, the courts are side by side. Here, they're stacked end to end, Andy Pollock.
Yeah, and you can see that on the at some point you'll notice that today. It's just a very beautiful setup for everything going on. Maybe a little distracting right now because usually before you were able to see both, and right now I can see getting caught up in what's going on one side or another as we sit. You're actually seeing the camera. What you're seeing on there is our view right now as well. So it'll be interesting. It'll be a lot easier to keep up on what's going on both courts.
Although I noticed you could kind of tell on the other court, and you didn't really get distracted except maybe when a ball hit that net that divided the two courts here. So yeah, now you can see both and you can kind of tell what happens and but a little bit different. So talking about Iowa City Liberty, they came in as number 1. They came in highly seeded last year, and Johnston knocked them off. So there's always that pressure when you get down here and you're trying to win that first title, and they're I think they're the youngest 5A team with school starting, what was it, 5 years ago, 4
4 or 5 years
ago? Because Centennial now is what, 10 years?
10 years, so Centennial celebrating their 10th year. So the two youngest teams in Class 5A right now are here at the state volleyball tournament, and it really, I think, what shows when you can compete right from the start, it shows what's going on at the club level, and both of those areas, two of the best club levels, not only in the state but in the country, are kind of in that Des Moines area, and then over here in the Iowa City area with the clubs, Eastern Iowa in general, and the quality of volleyball in Iowa is extremely high with this outstanding clubs that they have, and they can play nationwide and see how these girls stack up, and that's why you see a lot of Iowa girls going on and having successful college careers as well. So sure will be fun to watch, as you watch Liberty, a team that we talked about, upset last year here in the first round of the state tournament. They were the 1 seed then as well. Start off the year ranked number 1. And they've lived up to that billing. And one of the things that you see in Iowa high school volleyball is these teams play the best teams all year long. And it's not just, 5A that's got the best. I mean, you talk about the Dyke New Hartfords of the world, the Mount Vernons of the world, the Solons, the Marions. I mean, there is such good volleyball being played at all levels around the state.
You get all these weekend tournaments where you go in and you only play a couple sets, but you get to play against maybe the top team in 4A, the top team in 3A, and like Dyke New Hartford, for years, they would knock off teams.
They still are.
They still are. Yeah,
Yes.
Still are some. I know Dowling played them and beat them earlier, but you get those tournaments give you a chance to schedule a lot of against the competition, the best teams here. And interesting, the competition we talked about at Hardman and Dykstra, they'll compete today, but when they go to college, they're going to play on the same team at UNI, right?
Yeah, a couple of UNI Panther commits up there playing for Coach Bobby Peterson, and you watch these two girls play, and they're so explosive. They're girls that have multiple skill sets. They're not only terminal at the net, but they can play all the way around. You're going to see them through the back row. In fact, I believe Hartman, if she doesn't lead their team in digs, she's very close. Right behind. Actually, she's second on the team in digs for the Liberty Lightning and just can play all the way around. I've been told they've even in a pinch put her in as a setter before, so she can do some incredible things.
Warming up here, getting ready to go, and when we get started, they'll introduce, I believe the same way they did before, they'll introduce both. When they start the first games, they always do them together, the introductions, and then sometimes the games get off schedule where one might finish sooner or one might take a little longer, so then they don't introduce them at the same time, but we'll do that here as we get started with this first match of the day. And anything else that sticks out about these two teams that you notice?
Like I said at the beginning, two teams that have kind of different paths to get here, and a big upset for Urbandale from a seeding perspective when they went up to Cedar Falls and won in the regional final round. But if you go off the preseason seedings, it really wasn't a surprise to anybody, as a lot of teams who had seen them both play knew that Urbandale at their best really can compete with anybody. It's just a matter today, if they can get a good pass, they'll get the set, but a good pass, and that's how it all starts for everybody, but a good pass for Urbandale is going to be key, as they're going to want to find Dykstra and get the ball set to her wherever she's at on the court.
I think the biggest surprise in the field has to be West Des Moines Valley. You saw them a couple times, and I talked to the coach before one match, and they just you know, they'd win a match and then they'd lose the next two, and they just weren't getting things real consistent there. And he said, well, we're building. I think we're getting better, and he wasn't getting discouraged about it. And then they get down 2-0 to Johnston and come back and win 3 straight to get the ticket punch to state. So that was quite the upset there and quite the kind of Cinderella, if there is one, in this 5A field.
The big thing that stands out about Valley is their youth. As you look all over the place, they're playing a lot of sophomores and juniors, even I believe a freshman that's in that lineup for Valley. And one thing, been watching Valley for years, they're going to compete with anybody because of their scrappiness. They are every year that stands out with Valley. The hustle, the scrappiness all over the court. Even sometimes when the volleyball skills aren't there, there's always the scrappiness for the Tigers.
Well, the teams are getting lined up on the end lines as we're just about ready to get the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau underway on day 1 here in the Quarterfinal XL Arena for the first time after being in Cedar Rapids for many, many years.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we officially begin today's competition, we'd like you to help us welcome a very special guest. Assistant Director Lisa Brinkmeyer has worked tirelessly as the volleyball administrator for the IGHSAU. She was instrumental in moving this tournament to Coralville and this beautiful Extreme Arena. As many of you know, Lisa is fighting brain cancer that was first diagnosed last April. Over the last few months, members of the IGHSAU family have offered their kind words, encouragement, and prayers for Lisa. Our coaches, officials, athletic directors, and especially our Iowa girls have continued to support Lisa and her family. Please welcome Lisa and her husband Ted to the 2022 State Volleyball Championship. Thank you, Lisa, for all your hard work on behalf of the Iowa girls. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl.
Great to see Lisa here.
Yeah, sure is. Tough story for her right now, but we've been following her story since April and looking good out there right now, Lisa. Keep up the fight.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's 2022 Girls State Volleyball 5A quarterfinal matchup featuring the Jayhawks of Urbandale Liberty of Iowa City.
And on court number 2, the Tigers from West Point Valley.
Fans of this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Aaron Kirtley of the IGHSAU will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From the Urbandale Jayhawks, Pete Traynor. And from Iowa City Liberty, Chris Miller. it's now time to introduce the players for today's 5A quarterfinal matchup here on Court 1. First of all, for the visiting team, the Urbandale Jayhawks. Here are your non-starters. Number 1, Addison Levang. Number 6, Kate Pinkhouse. Number 7, Heidi Berry. Number 11, Macy Hyman. Number 12, Alyssa Hinderocker. Number 13, Jess Mackey. Number 16, Lauren Member. And number 17, Courtney Dunn. Your assistant coaches, Madison McCormick, Amy Hobart, Tasha Hoff, Marie Stefani, Sean Williams, Annika Delavedova, and Natalie Rolfes. And now, here are your starters for the Jayhawks of Urbandale. A senior, number 3, Elizabeth Mitchell. Junior, number 4, Cameron Boyd. Junior, number 5, Kendra Pippett. Junior, number 9, Lainey Brown. A senior, number 10, Lily Dykstra. A senior, number 14, Denon Rude. And your libero, junior, number 2, Tori Noah. Head coach for the Jayhawks, Liz Bethke. And now, here's your home team, the Liberty of Iowa City. Here are your non-starters. Number 5, Ellie Heyer. Number 7, Jasmine Barney. Number 14, Lucy Mawson. Number 15, Abby Stapleton. Number 19, Sydney Stratton. Number 22, Ava Meyer. Number 25, Nisha Raynor. And number 43, Mariah Rollins. Your assistant coaches, Scott Sanders, Maddie Miller, Jeff Doherty, Kelsey Law, and Yvonne Walters. And now, here are your starters for the Liberty Lightning and junior number 1, Gracie Henning. Junior number 6, Lauren Ramspot. A senior, number 8, Shelby Kim. A sophomore, number 12, Asta Hildebrand. A senior, number 33, Cassidy Hartman. A senior, number 41, Lila Van Skoy. Your libero is a senior, number 10, Isabel Heyman. Head coach for the Lightning, Allie Kelly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are your officials for today's quarterfinal match. Our first referee, Kent Kasur. Second referee, Bob Fessler. And line judges, Joe Van Ness and Dan Fetters.
And before we begin our match today, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices you see here for the support of the two teams today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, supporting the Girls High School Athletic Union, the Iowa Girl. You see the Johnson County and Polk County Farm Bureau offices there. Andy, we're about ready for volleyball here, state tournament 2022.
Let's go. I feel like we've been waiting forever for this right now. Never been at the first session of the day. Didn't realize all the hoopla that goes into it. So sit there as you have to wait for both national anthems both starting lineups to go. So everybody ready to roll right now. One thing I noticed right from the start, the sound levels here in the arena a little more intimate and much louder.
Yeah, we're up higher, right about speaker level, and you could tell by the crowd which team has the shortest trip here. Iowa City High, obviously.
Liberty, Iowa City Liberty.
I get in trouble there. Iowa City Liberty.
The construction workers over
there. They got
today.
Liberty, City High, and West now. Or three schools in Iowa City. A lot of that has expanded toward the Coralville area. And you'll see, there's Urbandale you see on the screen right now. They'll be in the white. And Liberty will be in the dark uniforms, the black uniforms, and they'll start out serving. Asta Hildebrand will serve first for Iowa City Liberty. And Hildebrand, 95% serving efficiency, right up into the block. Now pushed over, and there's a hot smash handle by Liberty. The back set it, dump it over. Noah, setter gets it up. They try to dump it in the middle. Now back set, right in the net. Good job by the libero to dig that out of there. Good long rally to start on the first point. That one goes wide off the block. Point Liberty.
We saw neither team really get a clean hit at the ball until coming up with it there at the end. Cassidy Hartman with the kill off the block. Just no clean attempts really at a kill.
Serving again, Asta Hildebrand, the sophomore. Good serve there. Now there's Dykstra with the kill for Urbandale for their first point.
Urbandale showing off the game plan early on. Lily Dykstra, every set has gone to her, which is what we are expecting today.
Dykstra, that's her 531st kill. Back to serve is Tori Noah, the libero. Set outside and down through the block with the kill.
The clean hit for the Lightning.
Van Scoy with the kill. And it's 2-1 early going. Back to serve is Kim. Bumped up by the libero. Dykstra into the block and gets the point.
Yeah, tough block set up there by Liberty. They were together. Looked like Ramspot along with Hartman were set up there for the block. But again, Dykstra, every set going to her, swipes it off the block and out of bounds.
Kate Hinkhouse comes in to serve for Urbandale. Right into the middle to the libero. Back set, down with the hammer is Van Scoy.
Van Scoy, terminal with that one, gets on top of it. I'm not sure that ball cleared the 10-foot line by more than a foot.
She's got two quick kills here. Back to serve is Ramspot. Now Urbandale scrambling. Dykstra can't get it across, and point Liberty.
Very easy there up at the net. Is that, can't tell who that is. Hennings, I believe. From up
Hennings.
here, it's sometimes tough to see the numbers, but yeah, Hennings.
I don't even know if it got across the net, did it? I think it hit the top of the net. Outside set to Dykstra, into the block, and they keep it alive. Barely. Set up again. Not that time. The kill by Denon Rue.
Well, you see things for Urbandale just working so much better when they get a good pass to start. They've been sending their setter Drown kind of running all over in some of these early points, but a good pass to her, and Rue able to finish it off. Quick start for Valley on the other court. Wow.
Dykstra now goes back deep to serve. That one into the block and down. Big block by Lauren Nepper.
Yeah, Neppert, I think Dykstra might have been there as well.
Yeah, right up
right
there.
into it.
So we're tied again here. 4-4. Dykstra serve down the right side. Set back to the middle, and that is down. Just found the inside Hartman.
Cassidy Hartman, the 6-footer up at the net. Again, we talked about her in the pregame. She plays all the way around, but gets on top of that one. Again, doesn't clear it by much, puts it right on the line.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, they gave the point to
the
up ref. Ref number 1 overruled it.
Okay.
And Liberty in the net.
Yeah, because they put the flag down here, but I guess I should have looked at all officials. So Urbandale now, their biggest lead in the match so far, up 2. Dykstra serving again. Set by Hildebrand. Dykstra handles that one. Set back over, cross quarter, handled by the libero over there. Naaman, and that one is wide.
Just watching both these teams on defense, especially in the back row, they are reading those hitters so well. You watch the libero for Liberty. And now, of course,
Maiman,
she turned away from
Isabel.
Maiman, yes.
Yeah.
Just covering that perfectly.
Serve just dropped over the net. Handled on the hot smash by Hartman. Now they push it over, and they're going to say Urbandale, I think, was in the net.
No, back row attack. Someone who has to stay
Okay.
behind the 10-foot line to attack was up. I'm not sure who it was. Might have been Hartman as she goes over there. Timeout for Liberty. Fast start for Urbandale.
Timeout. Urbandale leading here early at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Back here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. And a big boost by Urbandale to get started here in this one, Andy Pollock.
Well, it's really come from Lily Dykstra in the back row. You know, early on they had a tough time getting their passes up to Drown. But now with Dykstra in the back row, her passes have been pinpoint, dug out some hard kills, and
she's
some
moving
rallies alive.
Moving her serves around a little bit too. This one goes right down to the back row, taken by Hartman. Now she gets it over block. Back set, cross quarter, handled by Dykstra. Now set back. Maiman, the libero gets it. Now free ball running. Dykstra keeps it alive. They'll have to get it over. They do. Now push over. Good
Great
dig
effort.
out. Pancake there. Got it off the floor. Hartman with the kill to finish it.
No, it was off the
Was it?
antenna.
Did it hit the antenna?
Off the antenna, point to Urbandale. You know what really kept that alive, though, for Urbandale? The hustle back there by Hinkhouse.
Yeah.
Gets the pancake, keeps it alive.
Urbandale up 5 here. Serving is Dykstra. Looking for Hartman. And into the net.
4 hits.
Urbandale up 6.
I just hold my breath every time Hartman goes up in the air. That ball comes so hard off her hand.
You know it's going to have some velocity, and that time it didn't clear the net. And here's Dykstra right to Hartman. They back set it this time. Try to sneak it through, and they do. Yep. Across the court there. Good shot by Van Scoy.
Got it to fall in the right spot. Sent Urbandale scrambling out of system. Just kind of have an eye over on the 2-7 game over here right now with Valley all over Ankeny early on, 13-3.
Outside and into the net. Another point for Liberty.
Yeah, the set and the pass pretty good, but the set center a little bit too wide for Laney Drown.
Van Scoy back serving again. 93% serving efficiency out of her. Here's Dykstra. Just dumps it over. Handled there by Hartman. Then she comes back and puts it away.
Boy, when you get to Hartman in rhythm, that ball is down in a hurry. Again, not much space behind the 10-foot line. It is up and down, and you can see it coming, but I'm not sure there's anything you can do about it defensively.
Get high up in front of the net, not quite over, and they do get it over finally. Now back set to Van Scoy, and she finds the hole.
That is a great set out there. Kim, I believe, or excuse me, Mayman, the setter. No, Hildebrand, excuse me, the setter, coming through just the angle of that to push it where she needed it.
Liberty's reeled off 4 points. They're back within 2. And that one was touched, so it's a kill by Nepper.
Nepper, I think the ball probably would have been long anyway, but just a little bit of a tip at the net. That was enough to send the point over to the Jayhawks.
So Urbandale ends the 4-0 run. And their lead is now cut in half, though, with 3. Serving is Rue. Dump toward the middle. Set up. Ooh, Hartman pushes it over. Back to Hartman for the kill.
Again, just find Hartman right now. She's on fire. No block able to get over there. Moving the ball around a good tempo to their offense. They move the ball over to her on the outside. They've set it to her in the back. They
now
keep her hidden.
She's serving. Let's see if she has the same success Dykstra did. Good hard smash, but handled. Now cross court. Dykstra handles that one close to the net. They do get it over. And Hartman into the block.
Again, I'm not sure that one went over the net.
Yeah, it might not have. Kendra Pippett was there, but I don't know if that did get across.
I'm already finding out right now with 2 games going on within my eyesight that the whistles from each one are keeping me confused.
There's an IMT insurance substitution brought to you by IMT. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. And there's a point for Urbandale. As they build the lead up to 4.
Yeah, Cameron Boyk on the outside right there. Blocks it down off the tip.
Watch the game to your left. That's the one. Set in the middle, and that one's wide.
Just a little bit under it, timing not so great. Again, when they get that tempo and can find the ball and get it to Hartman in tempo, look out.
Boink serving. Gets it back to libero Mayman. That one falls into corner. Finally, Liberty gets a shot there into the corner.
Hennings. Again, the tempo not quite there. That was there early on some of those sets.
And some more substitutions for Iowa City Liberty. Brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTIMS.com. Set back there, and double hit called on Urbandale.
Yeah, you see that spin come off the hands of Drown as the ball rotating a little bit extra to the side. Not as much of that called this year, but you still see it.
Mayman, the libero, serving. Bumped up outside. Hit over. Back the other way. Diving attempt, but that's not going to there. Tori Noah went down and did her best, but that ball had some velocity to it.
And this is the opportunity right now for Liberty with Dykstra in the back row. She's a great player there, but just not the blocking presence at the net, so a chance for Liberty to make a run.
Mayman serving. That one free ball, and that's going to go out. Liberty's pulled within 1 here.
Now with Dykstra in the back row after she got done serving, just don't have that presence. Most of the points have been since that point, since she went to the back row, been errors on Liberty.
Nepper handles it, now gets it back, and they play it off the net. Set up, dumped over. Here's Dykstra for the kill. She shuts off the run.
And it takes a pretty good pass to get it set perfectly into the back row like that, and that's they need to find Dykstra. Now she rotates back to the front row, and Urbandale maintains the lead. So you gotta feel pretty good right now if you're an Urbandale fan about your chances as they move Dykstra back to the front row.
Mitchell coming in for an IMT insurance substitution for Urbandale to serve. They lead 15-13. There's an ace.
A wicked serve, a changeup really. Looked like it came rocketing off the hand of Elizabeth Mitchell, and then basically a sinker. It just dropped right over the net.
See Mitchell there right at the very edge of that court. Before she comes up, and that one catches the net cord. Set outside, hammered down for the kill.
Shelby Kim on the outside. That little double pump allows her to get on top of it, and that ball comes down hard.
And a 2-point lead. Urbandale hanging on here. Back to serve is Asta Hildebrand. And 2 hits called there on the set.
You know, initially, the lighting's a little bit, you come to an arena like this, maybe a little more flashing going on. That pass a little bit higher than some of the other ones. Looking up into that lighting, seeing a couple of those double hits early on.
And there's just an ace. Handcuffed the libero. Jayhawks take a timeout here. That's a Kruger service ace. Let's take a break here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Back here on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Gar Danielson, Andy Pollock. Iowa City Liberty has battled back. They were down by as much as 6 at one point. Now they've got it back to a tie at 16 all here. And they've been slow and steady and just keep battling back here, Andy.
Really has. And the passing for Liberty's been very good throughout. And just some hitting errors is what kept Urbandale in it early on here anyway.
Asta Hildebrand serve. Now Dykstra will get it over to Mayman, the libero. Set quick into the block. Dykstra blocks it.
I mentioned Dykstra's presence in the front row as she comes back in, and the block, a lot of times you're covering the block so close that when the ball then goes rocketing all the way back towards the back line or the end line, that's really impossible to get to, and that's what happened in that situation.
Tori Noah, the libero, comes in to serve. Right back into the middle. Outside, now Noah. Set out for Dykstra, into the block. Up again for Dykstra. She sends it through this time. Hartman handles it. Now Hartman comes back and into the net.
It's obvious who the two stars are on each team. They are getting set a bunch over and over. You see there's no doubt that the ball is getting set to Dykstra when she's in the front row now.
There's the serve low in the middle. They handle it. Now over Kim gets it in there for the kill.
And a really nice placement there by Shelby Kim. The pass itself really left no one else but Kim to set it to, and takes a little bit off it and puts it in the gap in the Urbandale defense.
Now she'll go back to serve. Kim, Shelby Kim. Set outside Dykstra. This time she just a little off speed into the block over. Now she comes back up, tries to stuff it. Looking for the back corner. Hartman gets there. Now they go cross court. Bumped up to Dykstra. And there's a touch. So it's a point Urbandale. Looked like it was going long, but there was a slight touch.
Yeah, right after, just past the net, you saw the ball rocket up just a little bit. And, Urbandale continues to get closer to that 25 right now. Again, this will be a pretty good size upset, although we talked about in the pregame, or off the air actually in the pregame, really no results of this tournament would surprise us in Class 5A.
No. 4 kills now for Dykstra. Set outside to her. Will this be 5? It will. And Urbandale first to 20 in the first set.
Dykstra, that's right at her average right now of kills per set.
We got set point on the other court over there. Nally 24-13 as they serve outside. Hartman blocked, and that's going to drop.
Kind of a slow realization there in the back row as Dykstra had transitioned all the way back, and then the ball coming off the block actually looked like it was going to stay on Liberty's side, ended up dropping right down on the Urbandale side.
Hartman already has 7 kills on the day. There's the serve into the middle. Not a great serve reception, but they handle it. Now dump it into the middle, and everybody's diving. And now into the block. Dykstra's there to block it. And Hartman does a good job to play that over the shoulder. Back outside to Dykstra. She shoves that one through.
That is an outstanding, I guess you call it a power tip. I'm not even sure if you can call it that. Maybe a tip from Dykstra. The set brought her so close to the net. That's all she could do with it, and she found the gap.
Timeout Liberty here. Urbandale up 3, 21-18 at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
At the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, you're looking into the Iowa City Liberty huddle as they're trying to come back and hold off, dropping the first set here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. What's the coach saying over there, Andy?
Well, right now, if you're Liberty, the passing is where it all starts, and there hasn't been a whole lot of super clean hits for Urbandale. I mean, when you've got the ball, you've got to identify where Dykstra is, because it's going to her, and they really haven't got the block over on top of her at all.
Now Dykstra comes back to serve, and we've seen this out of the big hitters at the net. They can go back. They have that power on the serve. They can move it around, and here's Dykstra to serve. Low one handled by Hartman. She goes outside for the setup and gets the kill.
That's tough as they go. It's so tough there. Asta Hildebrand follows it all the way over, has to pass it up, can't set it, and then Hartman, as we described earlier, just terminal on the outside.
And that's 4 kills for her. I misread the scoreboard earlier. That one's down for a kill.
Nepper,
yeah.
She doesn't get set a whole lot, but wow, that one looked like they may need to set her a little bit more. It comes in averaging right at 2 kills per set.
I'm trying to read that scoreboard. It's hard over there. The left side is the kills. What is that middle?
Diggs.
Diggs. Oh, okay.
Diggs and then assists.
And then assists. And they kept it alive. Urbandale did. That was almost another kill. Back out to Hartman. This time a push shot over. And then that one is hammered home.
Gracie Hennings absolutely pulverizes that one. You can't go any more straight down than what Hennings just did.
Talk about putting the hammer down. Now here's the serve. Hartman bumped up. Dykstra back to the libero. Now they'll set it for Hartman in the middle. Oh, and that's down.
Great view of us. We're sitting right on the end line right now, and that ball just catches the back part of the line. Great placement by Hartman, and what an exciting first game we've had here.
Cassidy Hartman to serve, trying to pull her team back even here. Set outside, cross quarter, Hartman with it. Now they'll set it back to her in the middle. And blocked at the net.
Is that Pippet?
Mitchell,
okay. Good, 5, that's Pippet.
No, that's 5, I'm sorry. 5, not 3. Pippet, you're right.
Pippet doesn't even have a height list in the roster. I'd put her at about 5'8" out there. She's not one of the taller ones on the court, but up in the air and rejects that one.
Doesn't matter how tall you are if you got a little ups in the jump. Set outside now, a little wide outside, and Iowa City Liberty looks a little bit off kilter right now. Back set, down the line, good! Hartman can't believe it. She turned and thought it was out. Set point Urbandale.
Well, you can't get a much better view than what the line judge has of it right there. And Urbandale looking to start off the upset here early on.
Serving for the set. Into the middle. Outside. Oh, good hard smash handled by the libero Noah. Now set up into the block, and it's going to go out to Liberty. So they hold off set point 1.
A lot of hustle here from both of these teams, so you can maintain this tempo here throughout.
Serving is Maiman. Down the middle. Back up, they push it over. Seemed like a little confusion about where they were going there with it. Hard smash, Dykstra handles it. Now Noah sends it back into Dykstra. Down the line, the winner by Dykstra. Urbandale takes the first set. 25-22.
Yeah, she just took a little bit of something off it, saw in the opening, and a lot of times that placement, that's what will get it for you, and you don't have to be the hardest hitter, although she is. That time, takes a little something off it and puts it in the opening.
We'll be back with the second set coming up after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
protectors,
Leaders.
Job creators.
friends.
And neighbors.
And always at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Urbandale takes the first set, and volleyball is one of those sports, Andy, where in football I know you have quarter breaks, so you just switch ends of the field, but in volleyball you get to go back, talk a little strategy before you come back out, kind of like hockey. You get a little time to reset your strategy and talk things over, and we see these great coaches, they do a lot of that, don't they?
Well, and the difference in those sports is you don't reset the score. Right now it's back to 0-0 for everybody. There's some nights that you feel like you'd love to have that score reset, but in volleyball that does not happen. So fast start for Urbandale, though, and we talked about Lily Dykstra and the future UNI Panther. 7 kills in that first set, along with 6 digs. And her teammate over there, for her future teammate, I should say, for Liberty, Hartman had 5 kills and 8 digs. So these gals not able to just put it down at the net, but they can play all the way around and doing some damage in the back row as well.
So you see Urbandale there on the right in the white. They are serving to start this second set. Mitchell serving. And right into the block right away. And there again, Pippett. The junior was one of them up there. And
I'm not sure what happened.
They give it to Liberty. Okay.
Someone must have been in the net, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Looked away. It came a long ways after, but then the serve goes right into the net for Liberty.
There's our first service error of the day.
That's incredible, really, because we saw some very aggressive serving from both teams in that first set.
I'm going to have to get ramped up at state. You got to stop and look at all the signals here. It's kind of like softball. You got to be sure they get all the signals right. There's one, then score! That's going to go out.
Another block there by Dykstra.
Point to Urbandale.
those blocks right there along the sideline are so tough because as a team that's attacking, you don't know when it's blocked back if you should go down and go after it or not. What a serve.
Tori Noah drops it right in the hole there, and they're able to dig it out. There's Noah again. Dykstra, cross court, handled by Magman. Now outside to Hartman. And Dykstra blocks it back. Hartman again. Dug out of there by Noah, but it's going to go wide. And we'll be tied up.
Almost turned into a little PE ball right there with teams just going back and forth. But you've got two players at the net. I think actually, was it Hartman and Dykstra going back and forth?
Liberty serving.
A little cooperative volleyball there.
Set up by Dykstra. Drives it right in. Now Noah sets it again. Back. This time they set it. Sliding over, looking to get it to Hartman. Oh, and almost. Dykstra almost got the push shot over on that.
You know, it's very tough in the back row on Elizabeth Mitchell because that ball is screaming down at her. Kept it alive. Just really tough for anybody to get there. But again, Hartman, that's not a ball I'd want to get in front of.
And then Dykstra was moving to her left, trying to get that left hand out to push it up. Now back set up for Dykstra down the line wide. And she has not missed many of those shots.
I was just about to say the exact same thing.
So Liberty takes early lead here, which they did. They led by 2-4 in the first set. There's one snuck through by Denon Rue.
Yeah, we haven't called Rue's name a whole lot tonight. We've seen her play some other sports as well for Urbandale, and snuck through is right, the double block right there, and she just kind of hits it straight down off their hands.
Kate Hinkhouse in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry free at IMTINS.com. She's serving for Urbandale. Sent it out to Hartman. She drives it home.
You know, not as much on that one as some of the balls we've seen from Cassidy Hartman, but again, just right in with the velocity that is behind it, puts it right in the gap, and no chance for Urbandale to get there.
Her 8th kill of the match. Bumped up. Now sent outside and a long cross court. Cameron Boink. And that one went boink right off to the defender over there.
And again, we haven't called her name very much either. Boink. I like the idea of going cross court right now, and she puts it very, very, very deep. Tough to get a read on that.
Dykstra back serving for Urbandale. Drops it in short. Now into the block. Right there is Nepper. Nepper says no.
I love the attack attempt from Gracie Hennings. You know, the ball set a little bit further away than where she can get to, and she takes that running start into it that you see more and more teams using right now.
That one, Heinen goes down and gets it. Now they'll have to scramble. And chance for Urbandale. Noah sets it up. Nepper. Dykstra. Now Dykstra just push over. She didn't have much chance there to get on it. Outside to Hartman. She gets it into the block. Oh, Nepper at the net. Almost got it over, and just a little mishit there.
I love those jousts at the net. You see the strength on the other side in the front row from Liberty.
I said Nepper, but that was Rue.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job over there of blocking Hartman on that right side, aren't they?
It's that joust at the net, the strength coming through from Liberty.
Set outside, cross, and that falls. That time is Nepper.
I love that move by Lauren Nepper. The block is there, it's set up, and instead of hitting into the block, she swipes it off the block out of bounds. That's a high-quality move as the ball to swipe it out of bounds. Just a high-quality move there from the Jayhawks.
Jayhawks serving. And behind him, the barrel. A long hit. Was that touched? I think it was touched. Yep. So that's a point. Well, remember to look back at the official again, because it came through there hot, and sometimes that means it hasn't been touched, but it was.
A lot of times you look at the line judges to see what they're calling, and
there's one that almost gets back to the net. We haven't seen one yet here today, the net between the two courts. Quick setup, a little push over the block. Now Noah back sets it, and that's going to hit the antenna.
Things getting a little bit sloppy on the Urbandale side right now. You know, that initial pass sends everybody over towards their bench.
Raymond serving wide.
Again, just haven't seen a whole lot of service errors today.
Both of them coming here in this 2 matches, both coming to Iowa City Liberty. Here's Cameron Hook. Drops it low. Set it outside. Noah falling away. Gets it into the block. Good over the shoulder. Mayman with it. Now through. Nope, it's down.
One of my favorite positions to watch on the court is the libero spot. And as you watch Tori Noah duel it out with Isabel Mayman for Liberty, and these two ladies, they get great reads on the ball. Fun to watch them just move around throughout in the back row, reading the blocks.
Asta Hildebrand serving for Liberty. They go way outside with it. Now back set. Over into the block, kept alive by Noah. Now they'll set it back to Dykstra. She'll dump it over. Set into the middle. Dykstra dives down and gets it, and then just shoved over at the net by Shelby Kim.
That swipe of the net by Kim has the entire Urbandale defense, or I should say offense at that point, is over here, and then the overpass, able to swipe it over to the right side of the Urbandale defense, and there's no one there.
Asta Hildebrand serving again. Liberty up by 3 in the second set, trailing 1-0. Into the block. Can they keep it alive? They do. Now set up in the middle. Dumped in there. Hildebrand. Dykstra goes down and gets it. Set it outside. Cross quarter. Back over to the left. And Urbandale will have to run that down. They do. Noah will bump it over. Man, that was going deep. That might have gone out, but they played it. Hartman did.
Some long points right now with Dykstra and Hartman in the back rows.
Cross quarter is good. The kill by Nepper.
It's interesting. We've seen a pattern right now as you see both the Division I players on the floor are sent to the back row through the rotation. Not as many terminal hitters on the front side.
In for Urbandale, Elizabeth Mitchell back in for an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. She's serving. Set it outside. Van Scoy with the kill.
That spot for Van Scoy is just perfect. Goes across the court. Looked like one of my golf shots. The slice all the way off to the right, but just a perfect shot in volleyball.
The senior with the kill. Dump it in. Now get it over and punch through by Dykstra. The ball just hanging there.
Yeah, not many hitters are going to be able to put that one where Lily Dykstra put it. The set out actually almost went over the net.
Yeah.
And Dykstra got a hand on it right before it went over and was able to tip it down to the other side. But that set, they need to get her off the net a little bit more.
I think the blockers are trying to tell if it was going to go through. There's Hartman who fires it through for the kill.
The blocks that were there for Urbandale early on have not been around lately, and the Liberty hitters are taking advantage of it.
They're not letting Urbandale string together points like they were early while they're doing it here. Dykstra with the initial hit there. Then they get it back. She gets it over. Diving down. Then Hartman into the block. Bumped up there by Ram Spot. Then back over on the kill. Rue.
And they've got Hartman really, they've got her schemed up when she's off the net. They've really had success with her off the net. Urbandale has. It's one of those you want to set her maybe a little bit closer to the net, and that's one of these things. These setters get that. These are girls that have been setting for a long time. They understand that, and they'll start to adjust to where the hitters want it.
Hinkhouse to serve for Urbandale. Down 2 here. They're up 1-0. Hartman with the hot smash is wide.
There you see what they did right away. The next set pushed her a little bit closer to the net, and she looked much more comfortable elevating from there.
Yeah, so you got Dykstra right up there now, alongside Rue. Here comes the serve. Hartman, she just dumps that one over, and it doesn't always have to be the fastball, does it?
It certainly doesn't. Again, finding that open spot, and once again for Liberty, outstanding job by the setter Hildebrand. That pass was sending her into the net, and she was able to push it back, keep it alive.
Hartman with 10 kills. That one catches the net cord, but Urbandale able to get it. Now hammered through is Hennings.
Henning's an electric hitter in the front row. She's only, and I say only with air quotes like anybody can see that right now, but only 5'10", but jumps out of the gym there in the front row for Liberty.
Well, you can tell when gets those big hitters up front that she isn't the tallest, but doesn't matter. Speaking of hammer hits, there's one by Dykstra.
Boy, you led yourself right into that one. Yeah, Dykstra, when they get that to her in rhythm, I mean, there's just, with no block there, you're just leaving your back row out to dry, and Dykstra puts that one down.
That's her 9th kill, and she'll go back to serve. She's been effective at the back of the court as she has up at the net. And that one I jinxed her.
The announcer jinxed like a free throw in basketball, but
first service error on Urbandale today.
Really one of the first errors that she's had this entire game. There hasn't been many things that Lily Dykstra's done wrong.
Here's Hartman, her future teammate, now back serving. Dykstra, that one into the net.
I think there might have been a block on that one as well on the Liberty side, but it's back to that two of them in the back row.
And Urbandale wants to talk it over here. They're taking a timeout. Back with more after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
There you see it, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're at the state tournament in Coralville, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. And the number 1 seed dropped the first set to number 8 seed Urbandale, but Andy, they're trying to hold off Urbandale here in this second set and even it up.
Yeah, Urbandale lost a little bit of fire, the scrappiness that they had in the first set, and a lot of that has to do with just the hitting in general from Liberty. The passing hasn't been bad at all, but just the hitting's been much more efficient here in game number 2.
4-point lead, that's been their biggest, I think, of the match so far. This one goes deep. Dykstra handles it. Now up and down the line. What a shot down the line by Nepper.
That's that cut shot. Nepper's body is actually angling across the court, and then she cuts it across her body, kind of the cut fastball, the way a pitcher would release it. Just cuts it down.
And Nepper gets it, and there's a serve.
She found the right spot. There's definitely a void there in the Liberty defense.
That's Denon Rue, the senior.
They're counting on Shelby Kim to cover a lot of area over there.
This one's set up in the middle and hammered down. Hennings found the corner.
Once again, up in the air. Love watching hitters like that. And again, I call them undersized. They're not, 5'10's definitely not short, but when you're out there on the court with a bunch of 6+ footers.
Dykstra. Now they'll send it over. Back set to Hartman. Now back to Dykstra. Outside. Into the block, and that'll go out. Kim hit it into the block and it went out. Point Liberty.
Start to feel just a little bit more rhythm going on now for Liberty after that game 1 upset for Urbandale. And
Urbandale's not been able to string points together here. She's been 1 or 2 and out in this set. There's a joust at the net, and then everybody stops, and it falls.
I'm pretty sure the ball was initially touched by the setter, so when nobody there, miscommunication. Noah was too far away to really come get it, and really no one there to take ball number 2.
Pippett was there, and they kind of looked, and here's Mangman serving for Liberty, the libero. That one to the back row to Hartman. Now they get her back to her in the middle, and Dykstra runs it down. Now Urbandale will play it over.
A lot of free balls coming back over to Liberty's way.
In the outside, into the block and down. Kim pounds it through, and Liberty first to 20 here in the second set. And Urbandale wants a timeout. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. And we got a 24-23 game going on in Court 2 over here in Court 1. It's 20-14 Liberty. Urbandale called a timeout. You see there, Liberty in the dark. They're serving. Isabel Maiman, the senior libero, serving for Liberties. They're trying to even it up a set apiece. Dykstra goes low and gets it across the net. There's Dykstra again. That one right up at the net, and they couldn't. They've had a lot of those close ones right at the net, and it's hard to tell if it's going to go over or do you hit it or what.
Well, the passes for Urbandale just not getting to their spots right now, and that's been a big reason. You know, the blocks aren't there as well as they were. Good job by the Liberty hitters for hitting it, adjusting and hitting and not allowing that to get blocked.
And they get it outside, and they're saying 2 hits on Urbandale. The Valley up 1 on the other court, looking to go up 2-0. Dykstra hammers it to Maiman. Back set to Hartman. That one's still in play. Dykstra gets it up. Now they got to get it over. They do. Quick set in the middle. Now outside. Dumps over. They're there to handle it that time. And the hammer shot down. Wow. Nepper turned on that one and put it away.
Well, that hustle play, and it started with Dykstra coming all the way back here, almost right in front of us. Had to almost run off the court to get it. Dykstra kept it alive, and then, yeah, like you mentioned, the kill at the end, that's the part everybody will remember, but those hustle plays throughout the point.
To keep it alive.
Yep.
Urbandale down 7 here. Serving now, trying to hold off Liberty. Liberty trying to, there's a service error. And Liberty now 2 points away from evening this up at a set apiece. Liberty serving, Asta Hildebrand. Right at the net, punched over by Nepper. Cross court that time. That patented shot by Kim didn't quite go over. And Valley takes set 2 over there. We talked about it, the Cinderella.
That's a 7-2 game going on over on the other court.
Here's the serve by Urbandale. They're trying to battle back in this set, and there's a point Urbandale.
Long road to hoe right now for Urbandale to get back in this one. Liberty, and just their flow, everything in their offense has been so much better in game number 2.
That one, a good serve right across the net. Into the middle, Van Scoy off of Noah, and then Dykstra kills it.
Credit Lily Dykstra there, and I know we've said that a lot tonight, but Dykstra recognizes there that Urbandale out of system, she can go up, there's no block, just a clean hit for the 6-footer, and she puts it down.
And also Noah, the libero. Those liberos have the reaction time of, I don't know what, but it's boom, boom.
Not me.
Yeah, not me either. And this one right at the net, Dykstra tries to push it over, and it does, it works. Urbandale chipping away, still got some way to go here. They were down by 8. Now I've cut that in half. They're up a set.
You almost sense a little complacency just on the serve receive right now from Liberty.
Sitting back there, it's easy. You only need 2 points to finish this off, but Maiman in the middle. Now back set, and the block is down for Urbandale. Nepper, one of them over there on the block. And a timeout, Liberty, as Urbandale crawled back into this. 23-20, the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
At the Girls State Tournament here, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The Urbandale fans, they saw their team come out, the 8th seed, and take the first set. Now they're trying to claw back and take the second set from the top-seeded Liberty, but they got some work to do. Dar Danielson, Andy Pollock with you, high above the court here in Extreme Arena in Coralville. The first year of the tournament's here. Bumped up by Hartman. Now back over to Hartman, and she decides just to send it over. And Noah over. Back set. Van Scoy sends it out off the touch. And we're at set point for set number 2 here now.
Great chance for Liberty to get back into this one, even it up at 1 apiece, because they've certainly found something clicking with their hitting here in set number 2.
Shelby Kim the serve into the middle. Noah. Dykstra. Cross quarter handled by Heinen. Now Noah comes up. Over to Dykstra. Man, that ball had a lot of spin on it. Back over to Van Scoy. She gets the kill and the win. And it's 25-20. Set number 2 goes to Iowa City Liberty. Wow. Well, I think, Andy, that timeout, they got refocused.
They did, and part of it was, I mentioned, it seemed like some complacency on the serve receive, and once they shored that up, kind of refocused, got everybody locked in, then they got it back to their hitters. They were able to get it there and get a few key kills there for the last couple points.
All right, we'll take a break and be back with more on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
protectors,
leaders,
Job creators,
friends,
and neighbors.
and always at your service.
Sweety's the place for you!
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
By focusing only on meat and grocery, we can do those things to the best of our abilities.
No frills, no gimmicks. You're gonna get top quality meat, top quality produce, top quality customer service.
They always tell us, sell it as low as you can. Sell it as low as you possibly can.
And we work hard so we can keep those prices lower.
And that's what Fairway does to a lot of people. They take care of people.
I have one thing to accomplish, and it's that.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
At the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Fans, you can get your official state tournament merchandise. Get your smartphones out and scan that QR code you see there at the right side of your screen, or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. We'll go to set 3 here, even up. Urbandale won the opening set 25-22. Iowa City came back to take the second one 25-20. And now we go into set 3. And the question is, does the momentum hold over for Iowa City, Andy, from that last set win?
Well, I will say it felt like Liberty was cruising there towards the end, and then just that little bit at the end for Urbandale gave them some hope again.
And that was
carry called on Urbandale. Yep. It's tough. We're blocked off just by that little part of the court.
They gave the kill to Dykstra.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah. On that, so Urbandale serving. Hartman.
A lot more motion in the Liberty offense right now, keeping the Urbandale blockers away from the ball.
Dykstra to Hartman, now up. And doesn't quite get across. Van Scoy trying to go cross court. There, and Urbandale takes a quick 2-0 lead. Here in set 3. Outside set to Kim. Noah handles it, but then the follow-up.
That's hard.
Yeah, you're backing up and trying to get that one.
Drown having the ball's going away from her as she's setting all the way back almost into the scorer's bench.
Yeah, you're almost thinking, man, am I going to get to it? Here's Kim serving. Dykstra. Back over to Dykstra and doesn't get across the net. And we're tied at 2.
There's a big difference in the Urbandale offense when that first pass actually gets to the setter in a.
Yeah.
And obviously that's like the duh statement of the tournament, but I mean more so that there's a marked difference when it's a good pass to her.
When they receive the serve clean, and then like you say, they're able to set it up like right here, over to Dykstra, and then she can survey the field. Hartman that time there you go.
And that's a lot easier said than done, I know. But there's just a very noticeable difference.
But there's a fine line between receiving that serve well and getting your offense going, and not, and then you're scrambling a little bit.
And it's a free ball coming back over on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. And at this level too, of what we're playing at here, that one goes deep to Memon. Now outside to Hartman, and she hits it off the hands of Urbandale for the kill.
Hartman again, the hard hits, but the block, just the timing off just a little bit on the block. They were up early, and Hartman able to hang in the air a little bit longer and hit it off the top of the block.
She's got 11 kills. Dykstra with 10 for the 2 big hitters today. 1 and 2 in the state coming in. That one is 2 hits called against Urbandale.
Again, just rolling off the hands a little bit differently. There's some of those that have been close, but Pinkhouse that time just a little bit extra English on the ball.
It'll go back to Liberty to serve. A quick push up there, Dykstra. They somehow saved that. Outside to Hartman, and that one just catches the line, the white there on the line to get down.
Well, and with Urbandale scrambling a little bit to get the ball over on offense, they get the ball really fast tempo, get the ball over to Hartman, and boom, that ball comes over with extra authority.
The good hitters recognize that, don't they? That the other team is a little scrambling, and then she just fires it back. Here's Dykstra now, and Dykstra sends it back over for the kill.
Dykstra with 13 kills to lead everyone here in this match.
Hartman not far behind at 12. Now Dykstra goes back to serve. She's been successful back there today. Right down the middle to Kim. Now set up quick. Dykstra handles that. Oh, little miscommunication there as Boyk and Pippett kind of run into each other.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times on the second ball on the Urbandale side.
Serve over. Handcuffed him a little bit. Now Dykstra gets it to Hartman, and man, you know, that's a hot smash when Hartman couldn't handle it.
I was trying to measure it out. That's from about the 20-foot line that Dykstra elevates and puts that one down.
Going toe-to-toe here. They match on the other side. Valley's up 2-0, and it's tied 6-6 early going in the third set. That one just gets over Hartman, and we're tied.
Some fun volleyball being played in Coralville early on in the state tournament. As we talked about off the air early, that seedings I don't think matter at all in this tournament, and so far that is holding true.
They try to dump it over. It's into the block. Now a chance for Urbandale to work. Yeah, and just pushed over there by Nepper. Now right at the net, a joust, and kept alive there by Pippett. They'll just shove it over now. They're going to say 2 hits.
Yeah, when Dykstra came through, the ball rolled off the top of her fingers a little bit extra. You know, one of the things that, as I watch Liberty, they're so good at covering the tips. That has not been there at all for Urbandale. They are right there covering everything. And a lot of that, you can have a lot of confidence in your blockers if you're going to do that.
Hartman stretches out to get that one. Now they go cross court a little bit with it, and they'll set it back outside the Nepper, and it's going to go wide. She's been pretty steady up front there too, but that one just a little wide.
When the block set up down the line, so she tried to go across the court and goes a little bit wide with it.
Hartman serving again, Nepper, and then a little bit of bumping into each other again for Urbandale. Hartman, and Noah finds it. And that's long. Wow. They kind of bailed Urbandale out a little bit on that one.
They did. They had a chance with Urbandale out of system. Everybody, I think they had all 6 gals right up here in the upper left quadrant of the court.
And that right corner there where the fairway symbol was wide open. Now an IMT insurance substitution brought to you by IMT. Learn how to be worry-free at IMTIMS.com.
Well, that serve definitely coming off weird there for Drown. Goes under the net. I'm not even sure if it caught the net. She'd like to have that one back.
So 2-point lead now for Liberty. And back-to-back serve that are tight, and that one just over, and there's not much you can do about that when it catches the cord.
If you can master that one, wow, you got a long ways to go in the sport of volleyball.
Mayman over now. Set up, and that one's long. So 1, 2, 3, 4-0 run here by Iowa Center Liberty, and Urbandale wants a timeout. We're squared up at a match each here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
At the Girls State Tournament in the Urbandale Huddle. Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson and Andy Pollock and Coach Bethke for Urbandale now trying to get things straightened out a little bit, Andy. Get them, keep their, in soccer you call it shape, but on the volleyball, keep them spread out a little bit more, run that offense.
Well, sure, in the chess match that has been this game so far, the Urbandale blocks were there that whole first match, and then Liberty has adjusted everything to take the lead here, to win game number 2 and take the lead in game number 3, and the block has not been there at all for Urbandale. So as that adjustment has happened now, I'd like to see what Urbandale can come up with next to try to stay ahead in that chess match.
And the dreaded service error out of the timeout. You see that a lot. As into the match, Elizabeth Mitchell back in for an IMT insurance substitution for Urbandale. She'll serve for Urbandale. Set up. Kim tries to dump it over. Noah is there, though. Now back out to that's Dykstra. Outside, Kim. And Noah goes down but handles it. Dykstra fires it through. Wow. That was a laser.
Yeah, but start that back off again with Noah, because that hit coming over was hard right at her. Noah keeps it alive, and it's a perfect pass. Not only does she keep it alive, it's a perfect pass, and then Dykstra able to just pound it down.
Urbandale serving again. And then Dykstra with the stuff.
The overpass on the serve. Really tough to do anything with that on offense.
Urbandale serving to tie it up here. We're tied up a set apiece. It's 5A quarterfinal.
Another overpass.
Now set up for Dykstra, and that one just wide.
That was a huge opportunity for Urbandale to tie this match up there as Dykstra just misses.
Didn't quite get the cut on it to keep it in that she's seen in the past.
But couldn't capitalize on the overpass, and now they get Liberty able to get Hartman back into one of their hitting positions.
Asta Hildebrand with the serve. Dykstra, and they're going to say 2 hits on Urbandale. And this match right now is staying a little closer. Hildebrand serving. And that one down through the block for Urbandale.
Might have been a missed call there on 2 hits because that as the set came up again, you saw that telltale sign of it. And I know the spin doesn't always give it away, but just a little bit too much there off the set.
Tori Noah, the junior, back to serve for Urbandale. Outside, through the block. Now they'll play it. Noah sets it up for Dykstra. And they keep it alive off the net. They push it over. Now Noah gets back somehow. Got it over. Set over.
Love the location of that set. Just nobody there.
Cross, and Memon keeps it. Now, hard smash to Noah. She keeps it alive. Now Hartman sends it back over. Set outside, cross quarter, is going to go wide. Wow.
That's a momentum point for Urbandale. All the different hustle plays that could happen throughout that, and then Urbandale comes away with a point. That's one that they can use to seize some momentum in this one. It felt like Liberty was starting to pull away in the match overall.
Serve goes in, now outside, into the block, kept alive. Looking for Hartman, don't find her there, now cross court. Noah bumps it back over to Dykstra. She'll drop it over. Hartman sets it outside. Into the block. And down. Nope, what?
Out of bounds. It came down off the stand over here, the ref stand off the block. But you notice how that block is there again for Urbandale right now?
Yeah,
the clean
right
hits,
back,
the clean hits that were there for Liberty, not there anymore. And even the ones that go out of bounds, there's a hand on all of them right now.
Kim to serve for Liberty. They're up 2. Set a piece. Dykstra. Can they get to it? They cannot.
Great hustle.
Whoa, good job by Memon to try to get to that, the libero, but just cannot run it down. And we're seeing coverage all across the court here. They're using the whole space.
Spread offense.
Yeah. Here's the serve by Urbandale. Set outside Hartman. That one is a hot smash that's going to go over the press bench, the scorer's table.
And it was time to get it back to her. Hartman now with her 13th kill of the day, and just haven't seen a whole lot of sets to her recently.
No, she hasn't had many chances to tee it up.
Now with a good pass, they get it back to her, and she ends the point with authority.
Dykstra now back to Dykstra. Dykstra pushes it over. Now they'll send it back the other way, and that's going to go long.
Again, the set pulls Dykstra just a little bit too close to the net, so not able to get any power behind it, ends up having to tip it.
Henningsen, Hartman talking, wow, I didn't think we'd get that. Up close to the net, drops in, and they're going to say 2 hits.
Oh, there's a great hustle going away. Hildebrand able to keep it alive, but ends up with a point to Urbandale off the double doink.
And we'll have a substitution for Urbandale. Dykstra will go back to serve, an IMT insurance substitution. Dykstra serving, Urbandale down, there's into the net again.
Couple service errors now this game for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, a couple for them. Sometimes, too, it's just like you think you're in rhythm, you get it back, and they just... And Dykstra into the net.
Hennings might have got a hand on that one too to end it, but timeout for Urbandale as Liberty starting to pull away.
Liberty up 4 here, trying to take a 2-1 lead at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament, that's the score on the other court is Valley's trying to close this out in 3 sets against Ankeny, the number 2 seed, Valley the number 7 seed. But Valley, we talked about it, they got the big upset of Johnston just to get here and playing off that momentum. As you see, on our court we'll get a timeout. Tied at a set apiece, but Liberty up 4 here as the number 1 seed and number 8 seed on this court. And we usually see that one of the top seeds sometimes gets upset in the early going here as we talk about how close these teams are overall in 5A. Hartman, she gets the kill there.
I love how she put that off the block, really more of a swipe hit, not as much down on it, and it's really tough on a block to hit it that way. As you see, again, Urbandale there for the block in position a lot more, and Liberty able to adjust off it.
Hartman with 14 kills. That one is down by Nepper. And Nepper gets the kill. Back to serve is Rue, Denon Rue, a senior for Urbandale. And bumped over. Now Urbandale will set it back. Cross court and
love the decision out there by Drown. Just takes a little something off it.
And Mayman tried to get the foot on it. That is legal if you can get the foot on there.
Seen it done a few times.
Yeah, I have too. You forget about that, but if you can get your foot under the ball, that's a legal hit. I'd like to see somebody do a bicycle kill where it comes up and you flip over.
There's a sport that you kick the ball. Like it's kickball. It's kick volleyball.
Well, some of these players do play soccer and they play volleyball, but I don't know if that's even possible. But here,
there's a lot of wet spots on the floor. I'm not sure right now. We are playing on ice right now. I assume the ice is underneath here. We're in a hockey rink.
Yeah. Kind of like at basketball where your feet are always cold.
Not here, not where we are
here.
today.
No, we're up high on the upper ring of the bowl here. Here it comes across. Trying to get it. It hit the antenna. And Urbandale gets the point.
Urbandale hanging around.
Denon Rue to serve again. Denon Rue, excuse me. And now Hartman, and Urbandale comes back. Seems like they got Iowa City High a little bit out of sync right now.
And it started with a serve receive. Mariah Rollins got sent back well past the 10-foot line. Only one place she could go with it.
So Denon Rue now to serve to tie it. Into the middle, Hartman. Now they get it back to Hartman. That one's into the net. Goodbye.
Oh, man, when Hartman gets on top of that, so I apologize for my Halloween evil laugh. I figured it fits today, but, man, when you see a clean hit like that.
Well, if it was softball, I might say it might be, it could be, it is. It's off the back fence. Dumped over by Nepper. Now into the block and down. Once again, Pippett is up there.
The block is there. It's just a matter of, it's really almost always there right now. It's just a matter of if it gets hit out of bounds or not.
Well, it's more when Hartman isn't over on the left side, then that block is coming a little easy. Again, Urbandale serving to try to tie it here in the third set. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Set up, and there's the hammer on the other side. Grace Hennings, the junior.
It really takes a perfect pass to be able to get those quicker sets to your middle hitters, and that pass able to get to Hennings on the approach. And
now Mayman libero to serve to Dykstra. Quick set up there and hammers down. Is Hildebrand.
It was Hildebrand. Basically a slam dunk there for Hildebrand. I mean, she put that thing straight down.
The first kill of the day. Mayman back to serve now. Back up to a 3-point lead for Liberty. They got to push that back off the net. They do. They keep it alive. Now set it outside. Oh, nice hammer shot. Urbandale responds. Joust at the net. Still kept alive. Over the top. Now Noah sets it. Off the net by Nepper. Back across the court again. Noah twists the body. Gets it up there. Nepper over. Liberty gets it across. Nepper over. Menon back to Hartman. Now here's Noah, chance. She bumps it toward the middle to Dykstra. Over to the counterpart, libero. Pushed over. What a rally we got going. Through again. Set it outside. They try to go to the corner, but Dykstra's there this time. Over to Nepper. Nepper looks for the open spot, can't get it. What a rally going on here. Bumped up by Noah. Down the middle, Dykstra. Kept alive by Hartman. Noah. Back up, Nepper. Memon. Set it up. Cross quarter, handled by Dykstra. Now up again. Dykstra comes up, pushes to the corner. It's down! It's down! Wow! Wow, wow!
I don't even know how to analyze that point. There's so much unpacking to be done with that. If we've got an hour later on, we can go back through that point. So many hustle plays done.
That went on for like a minute or two. A Valley on the verge of the upset here. Sweeping Ankeny. And Urbandale trying to just even it up here against Iowa City High. After the long, long rally, that one is down with the kill by Kim.
Well, it's crazy after a long point like that. Liberty knows to go to their hitters. They go back on the outside to Kim, who nails it down.
Valley has the upset.
No, don't get hurt, ladies.
Here's the serve, bumped up by Noah. Outside to Nepper, through the block, and they keep it alive. Kim! And it's touched by Urbandale. Set point, Iowa City.
Able to get around the block.
You saw Kim there. She's sweating like crazy because she's working hard. They all are out there, man. Set point for Iowa City. Bumped up. Dykstra. Naaman now set outside. Oh, great dive by Noah to keep it alive. Here's Dykstra. Hartman handles it. Back set. Van Scoy for the winner. Lila Van Scoy puts it away. And the Liberty put it away, 25-20. They're up 2-1 here against Urbandale. Holy cow, stick around. We got the 4-set coming up. Could be the decider at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Whoa. Howdy. Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean to Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. A back and forth match here. Urbandale took the first one from number 1 Liberty. Came back. Liberty took the second one 25-20. Urbandale first one 25-22. Took the second 25-20. And then Liberty took the last one 25-20 here at the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And we saw some wild rallies in that third set. You know, you could tell they know why every point gets, more important here toward the end of it.
Well, we sure did, and like I said, there's a couple of those that there was no way to unpack everything that went on during the course of the point. Some won by Liberty, some won by Urbandale, and the big adjustment has been Liberty when they can avoid that block. And I don't know if that's a setting thing or how they're scheming that up down there in the huddle, but as they can avoid that block, it's been all Liberty. Urbandale's been able to get their way back in when they're there for the block, and it just makes it easier for them to run their offense after coming off the tips.
So Urbandale will start to serve here in the fourth set. Down now 2-1. And this one drops in the middle. Hartman bumped outside to Kim. She goes across court to Noah. Bumped up there, and Dykstra will hit that one. And she was just a little off the court. I think just misjudged it a bit.
And that's a long way to have to hit that ball and place it on the other side. Not much margin for error there.
Congratulations to Jeremy Mikesell and the West Des Moines Valley girls. And of course, Coach Mikesell still getting cancer treatment. He battled it last year, was out much of the season. There's a kill. No, it hit the antenna. The far official pointing to the antenna.
You're going to bring them together here.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
He can see it over there if it hits the inside of the antenna, but I'm not sure that that's his call when you've got another official down on this side and the up ref right here to see it as well.
They're talking it over.
And you see him, he's adamant that he saw it hit the antenna.
And it wasn't moving a lot, like generally you could see it, and so. And then the thing, the official's right in front of it, so they're gonna agree. Maybe a point Liberty here.
It's interesting that you come from across the court to make that call, but if you see it, you see it.
Yeah. And Liberty serving now, up 2-0, early going. Noah, bumped up by Mangman. Into the middle, Van Scoy gets it down.
Van Scoy on top of that one, no block there for Urbandale, and Van Scoy makes that very, very tough on the back row for the Jayhawks.
Van Scoy with their 9th kill, a big one to end the set on the last set. Kim with the serve. Set up in the middle for Dykstra. Well, they set it back and go get it down. Ball bounced and went over the head of the linesman, so she had to get her flag down then.
Fast start for the Bolts here. Nothing huge, just able to find the openings in that Jayhawk defense.
And that one, Dykstra keeps it alive. They get it over. Nope, they didn't get it in. So 5-0 start. All three of the sets earlier have been back and forth through the early going. And now Lightning. Kim serves it. Dykstra through the kill. That's through the block for the kill, I should say.
One of those situations where the block might have actually hurt the defense more than helped them, as the block changed the trajectory of the ball.
19 kills for Dykstra. Leader in the state coming in. Hartman right there was the second leading. And that one is down.
That's a high quality hit right there from Hartman. I mean, she's there's no approach. I mean, the ball's just passed out to her over there, and she's able just to elevate and then put it down right on the end line.
Just got it to drop right in there. IMT Insurance Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at imt.ims.com. Dykstra blocks it, kills it off the block.
Good angle for her there.
And Kate Hinkhouse in to serve for Urbandale. As now Urbandale's going to see if they can reel off a few points here. Outside to Hartman. This time she goes with the little dump over, sees the block there. Dykstra into the block and can't get it through. So now they're starting to identify Dykstra a little bit on that block some more.
Yeah, they have. And it's one of those things when she's over there, you're going to have to start figuring out a way to get some of your other hitters in. And I think you just saw Drown look over at Rue. Maybe let her know. No, they go back out to Dykstra again. I see why.
Down, yeah. And that time it was quicker. When they get a little more time, that last one, we thought maybe she'd try to go cross court, but she went right into the block. But Dykstra now back to serve, the senior, for Urbandale. And into the net.
You know, after her run to start in game number one, there's been several service errors, actually for both teams. That first match was so clean from a service perspective.
She had a big run of serves, when they won that first set. That one looking for the corner. Maiman gets to it. Now Kim will send it long.
Heads up play by Noah to pull her hands back at the last second and not make contact with that one.
Yeah, because usually if it's in her area, she's going to get something on it. But that time, as you say, she saw, well, this is going to go out. That one drops into Hartman, and that's wide. Point Jayhawks.
It looked like Liberty had a chance to kind of run away with this one early on, but Urbandale hanging around a little bit. Some hitting errors now for Liberty, few in a row.
Hartman sends it over to Kim. Back into Dykstra. Going down and getting it is Hartman. That one is going to go wide.
You know, again, no block there, and just makes it so easy on the Liberty hitters. Moving the ball around, distributing it a little bit more as you look around. Kim's got 8 kills, and Kim's got 13 kills right now, and Hartman's got 16. Able to distribute the ball and really keep that block off balance in the double hit.
Double hit. That's served by Maiman.
How about the play of Maiman? She's got 19 digs in that back row. So does Hartman, actually.
Top Nepper. She sends it right over the top of the net. And
they said that Lauren Ramspot was in the net.
Okay. Cameron Boyd in to serve an IMT search substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtims.com. That one just catches the net cord, goes over, and then into the block. Down for Liberty.
Hildebrand powered it through. Urbandale not able to penetrate the net on the block, too far off it, so when the ball comes straight down, it is on the Urbandale side.
Asta Hildebrand, a sophomore, back to serve. Not many underclassmen on this Liberty team here. Oh, a little pushover. Urbandale does keep it alive. Maiman now back up. Back set it. Van Skoy. Is Dykstra able to go down and get it? Now back to Dykstra. Hartman sets it up ahead. And into the block. That time Pippett with the block.
Yeah, teaming up there in the middle, the textbook really coming together, keeping it tight.
And serve back to Urbandale. Still trailing by 4 here. Served by Mitchell. Van Skoy into the net.
Got a little bit too high. I think she actually hit the ball with her wrist as she went up and
hit it on the up jump instead of
the timing of it just not quite there.
And that one drops over. Maiman set it out to Kim, and it's blocked back again by Urbandale.
Yeah, that block's there in the middle. It's time to start distributing it back to the edges. That's where they've had their success, in particular over here on the right side. Really depends on where the hitters are that you want to go to. They know their personnel and where they want to get it.
Served by Mitchell again, a low one. Handled. Back, Hartman, back deep. Now bump back to Dykstra. She kind of curved that one over. I thought that was going to hit the net. And then in the block again, but hit the antenna.
Yeah, off the block of Dykstra. Caught the. It was weird how the ball kind of came back and went down and caught the back half of the antenna.
Liberty serving. Dykstra wide. Now over to Hartman. She pounds it into the block and it goes off the block out. Point Liberty.
The angle of that block was just pushing the ball straight out of bounds. Got to get that thing back. You want to angle your body, get everything angled back towards the court.
Urbandale wants a timeout to talk it over here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
At the Girls State volleyball tournament.
A few months away from that.
Yeah, we're going to hit November tomorrow, but we're not quite there yet. Fans, we'd like to recognize the students from Iowa City Liberty as our creative corner of the match, brought to you by Think Iowa City, a collection of curious communities. And you see the fans there. They're going to go out and do some road work after the game.
There's plenty of it on the way over.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of it coming through into Iowa City.
Trying to finish that up. Well, they won't finish a lot of that up, but try to get things buttoned up a little bit, at least before the wintertime.
Got a bunch of flyways coming over, and here's the serve by Kim. Dykstra back to Menon, who handles it now outside to Hartman, and off the block again. There's Hartman.
Yeah, that adjustment off the block's been very good. That's when they've had their most success, and continue to chip away.
Fires it off those hands. Early on it was working where they were blocking it back, but she's getting the angle now. Dykstra comes in, and they're going to say 2 hits. So now Liberty quickly pulls out to a 6-point lead here. They saw the number 2 seed get upset over there, and they're trying to avoid that here. In control right now. There's a shot that's not going to be returned by Dykstra.
Just the distribution as you look around and what Liberty's been able to do with Kim with 13 kills, Hartman with 18, Van Syke with 11.
And that's down another kill for Dykstra, which would be 23.
23 for her, yeah. Great individual effort, but just not quite all the hitters to distribute the ball to.
And Urbandale trying to hang on here in the 4th set. Here's Hartman. This time the block keeps it in. Back out to Hartman, and again, they're deflected it the right way, and now a couple players bump into each other there from Liberty. The setter and Hildebrand both kind of bumped into each other on that one.
And the one block actually spun Den and Rue around. That's what I was laughing at in the middle of the point. She blocked and it spun her halfway around in midair.
Here's Noah serving, drops it in short, handled, and Hartman. They play it off the net, kept it alive.
Ooh, interesting.
Back out to Hartman again, into the block again. This time it stays on the floor. Oh, they're going to say a net violation. So they got too close to the net that time.
I think they said Drown was in the net. It's tough to see over there.
Low serve is an ace. Ace serve by Ramspot. She had 11 coming into the tournament. That one sent outside for Dykstra, and she pounds that home.
Yeah, the timing of that one really good for Dykstra, and it's so wide that you really can't set up a block on the set when it's so wide like that, and really just able to curl it around that antenna.
Urbandale serving. Up there, Hartman just finds the open spot and pushes it there.
For as hard as Hartman hits it, when she comes back with that little tip just off to the side, that is, it's a fool. It's a change up to it.
The defense is winding up, ready to absorb the hit, and then
another wet spot on the floor as
she just dumps it over the top.
I believe right now, is this where University of Iowa plays their volleyball games right now? Okay, gotcha. I saw the setup. I assumed it was them, and they play on the other court, really, how they set it up. But I can see how this would be a fun atmosphere for college volleyball as well when you've got everybody in here cheering for one team.
There's an ace. Urbandale wants a timeout, a Kruger service ace, and Urbandale will take a timeout here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
At the Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Andy Pollock here. Liberty maintaining a 6-point lead. They've been able to respond to Andy every time Urbandale makes a little push back. They've been able to kind of hold them off.
Yeah, in this third or fourth game, I should say, especially, they've just been able to maintain a pretty comfortable lead the entire time.
And Skoy with the serve. Dykstra goes across. Now over to Hartman. This time she'll push it in. Trying to throw him off a little bit. That went over. Right in the middle, Hartman that time. No easy push about that one.
Yeah, I love the set there from Hildebrand. Just pushes her back. The pass itself and taking her kind of towards the net. She pushes it back off the net for Hartman to just end that ball.
Serve. Outside to Dykstra, and that's right through. We've seen a lot of Dykstra, but they're getting those kills, and then they aren't adding much onto it here. They haven't gotten many runs going late in this fourth set.
25 of them right now for Dykstra, and you can definitely tell she's at her most comfortable when she's out here in that outside hitter spot.
Well, she needs to get some serves going for him here to battle back into this. That was a good one, almost mishandled there by Kim, but wow! Said Noah took that hot smash and then a kill back by Hennings.
The thunk off of Noah there, off the power hit.
She may have a burn mark on her jersey from that one. Holy cow. Here's Hartman with the serve. Set back outside. And goes across court. Now Hartman just bumps it over. In the middle, back to Hartman. Down the line, Dykstra gets it. And then 2 hits called. That was a little odd. Coming over trying to get to that ball, just couldn't get it off the hands.
Yeah,
right?
as a setter, you'd love to get your feet set to get there, and that as you catch it mid stride, really tough to get those hands evened up.
Hartman. And the kill is through by Nepper.
Pops it through that block once again.
And Urbandale now serving. Has some work to do. Down 7 here. Hard smash now. Dykstra bumps it up. Nepper into the block. Dykstra back over to Nepper. Cross court. Are they going to run it down? Nope. Goes over to the water cooler.
Great hustle. It's one of those as a coach over there for Liberty. If you're Allie Kelly, you just want to be like, stop. You don't want to send anybody.
Yeah.
You love the hustle, but understand the situation right now.
Don't run into a chair and hurt yourself. It's fine. We can let that one go. Back set. Cross court. Kept alive by Urbandale. Now Nepper sends it over. Kim. Back to Kim. Oh, she hammers it down, but Dykstra's there, but it's going to go wide. Liberty now smoked. Liberty now 2 points away from taking the quarterfinal and advancing. Isabel Maiman, the senior libero, back to serve. Back out to Nepper. She hits a hot smash.
Really,
by Hartman.
Yeah, really kind of punched it through, got that extra little double pump to her, and almost like off the palm of the hand.
Back to serve, Cameron Boink. That one's long. It'll be set point, match point for Liberty, the number 1 seed, looking to advance. Back to serve it is Asta Hildebrand. Bumped up. Nepper, cross court. Back over, Kim. Nepper is there. Now they go back. Kept alive by Hartman. Back set there. Diving is Dykstra. There's Noah. And they get it across. Set again by Van Scoy. She can't get it in. Nepper, cross quarter. They go down low. Can they get it? They do. Dykstra with it. Nepper. Menon. Up at the net, dumped over. Back over to Nepper. Nepper through the block, kept alive. Urbandale battling, trying to keep it alive here. And that is it. Liberty will take set number 4, 25-17. And advance in the quarterfinal. 3-1 over Urbandale. And, well, Coach Bethke said this Urbandale team, she wished they'd been playing a little better at the start of the season, but man, they finished strong here, Randy.
They sure did, and they gave Liberty, especially, the early on in this one, gave Liberty everything they could handle. Even taking game number 1 probably woke Liberty up, the sleeping giant, ranked number 1 at the beginning of the season, and then still with a chance right now to keep their state title hopes alive.
So Urbandale took the first one, 25-22, then it was 25-20, 25-20 Liberty, in the final 25-17. Liberty advances. They'll play the winner of the Dowling Catholic Ankeny Centennial match coming up next here. Thank you, Andy. Pleasure doing
Absolutely.
the match with you here today. Thanks
Fun to be here.
Devin on the controls and Justin on the camera. That's going to wrap it up with the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented. Oh, we got to keep it here for the presentation. I'm sorry. Forgot about that.
Each participating player will receive a medallion in commemoration of volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, pro title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger, Aaron Kirkley, and Taylor Anderson. Congratulations to head coach Liz Bethany and the Jayhawks of Urbandale on an outstanding 2022 volleyball season. And now, Nessa Hardaway from Liberty will advance her team on the bracket to the 5A semifinal round. Liberty fans, your team advances to the 5A semifinals and will play under Dowling or Centennial on Wednesday at 10 to 8 p.m. right here on Quarterfinal.
Okay, how can I forget the trophy presentation? That's all right. That's the final here. Liberty advances. They'll play the winner of the next match coming up here in just a bit. And congratulations to Urbandale on a fine season to wrap it up. And that's going to wrap it up for us on this broadcast. Stay tuned. We'll have the next 5A contest coming up in just a bit here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
protectors,
Leaders.
job creators,
friends,
And neighbors.
And always at your service.
Slate's the place for you!
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and